What's up, guys? Sorry it's been a week. I told you I'd make a video of my trip down to Houston, and I kind of did. That's where I'm training at in this video from almost a week ago. This is from last Saturday, and it's Friday. Um, I've been kind of busy this week, kind of trying to get a head start on packing and getting ready to move because I know by the time I'm closer to the show and feeling really crappy, I'm not going to want to be packing up everything I own into boxes. So I'm trying to get a head start on it now because I'm basically hitting the road as soon as I'm done competing in a few weeks here. So yeah, this gym is called Roman Empire Gym. If you've heard of it, it's down in Houston. It is fantastic. Um, I appreciate them having me to train last weekend. Um, I was under the impression that Roman Empire was like a kind of influencery gym because it looked. I'd seen pictures of it, and it was like really clean and the lighting's all good in there. But like the equipment is top notch. Like the owner George Roman. I unfortunately missed him. I didn't see him get to speak to him last weekend, but he has found a ton of really good pieces, like everything that you'd want in a good bodybuilding gym and put together in there. So uh, if you're down in Houston, it's a bit south of downtown, but worth the trip for sure. So where are we at? Real quick, Pete won his show that I was down in Houston for. He won the super heavies and the overall, so he's qualified for USA's now. And I think he's like what, 4 weeks out now from USA's? Yeah, 4 weeks. So good luck to Pete. He looked great. He's got maybe a little bit of body fat left to lose, but he looked pretty damn conditioned at the branch show that he won. So he's going to do great. I think he was like second call in the supers 2 years ago, the 23 Nats. Which was the last time he competed actually, but he's blown up since then. So I'm excited to see him. Anyways, what's Stu up to? I'm basically still between 263 and 265, where I've been for the last like 2.5, 3 weeks, basically. Just waiting, standing by until it's time to drop the hammer, and it's still not time. I'm 5 weeks out now, and in the last couple of weeks, I've made some pharmaceutical changes, and I've had a bit of an improvement in conditioning. I'll throw up some pictures of what I look like. These were like right out of bed in the morning in the posing room at Destination a couple days ago. But so yeah, some drug changes. I'm now on everyday injections, so 70 mgs a test, 70 mgs a mast, and 50 mgs a tren, 25 mgs a winnie, and 50 proviron. So I'm probably going to ramp those numbers up a bit in like a week or so when I start pushing the diet again, just because I want to have the jet fuel in when I need it, like I've said in the past. There's no need for me to be on a bunch of drugs right now, like nasty ones, when I am not in a deep deficit and I don't need them to maintain tissue. I'd say I might be in a slight deficit right now, just because I've been kind of getting a little bit leaner, a little bit harder for a couple weeks. But yeah, right now that's where I'm at. I'm actually in the middle of a deload right now, which is unusual for me in prep. I've actually never really done one before, but I noticed really after like this session and then the sessions on Monday and Tuesday this week, like I haven't been sleeping amazing. My appetite was low, which is surprising when you're lean. Like my appetite kind of sucked. I wasn't strong in the gym. I wasn't getting very good pumps. Like these are all symptoms that I've noticed in the past, usually in the off season, of like overtraining. So I usually don't run into these issues bad in prep, but I also kind of started prep in a weird position this year. I was coming out of being sick for a while, and even though I'd had some time off of the gym when I was sick. It still wasn't like good time off of the gym. I was sick, so not super surprising that I'm running into some fatigue issues right now. I know fatigue is the TikTok fatigue demon striking back, but it's a real thing. It's a real thing, and I'm dealing with it right now. It's good timing to deal with it now because like I said, I haven't brought my food back down yet. I'm probably gonna do that sometime next week. So I want to make sure I'm fresh and ready to go in the gym before I, pull out one of my recovery tools, which is food. Even if you're ramping up drugs to compensate, like it's still not. You want to be fresh going into it if you can. So what does a deload look like for me? So it's going to be a combination of taking an extra rest day. So like usually today's Friday. Usually I train a pull day today. I'm skipping that entirely. So yesterday I did a push day and probably did like 70% loading on everything, which is kind of whatever. Basically, I'm doing sub-maximal sets. My training volume is still the same. So like the same number of total sets and shit. Look at those wheels. Goddamn. Still got some work to do, but yeah, my training volume is the same. Just not taking sets to failure, pretty much. Just getting a pump and getting out. It's really boring. I don't like training like this, but it is necessary right now. So yeah, yesterday was a deload push day. Today's a rest day when it would usually be a pull day. Tomorrow's gonna be legs, like a deload leg session, and then I'm planning on going and getting sushi tomorrow, which will be very fun. Might be the last time I do that in prep this year. But yeah, I'm already feeling better from that. Like my sleep has been better the last couple of days. My appetite is back, much better, and I'm just feeling less beat up overall. So that's all good stuff. Besides besides all the bodybuilding stuff, most of what I've been up to is kind of getting ready to move preemptively, just ahead of time. It's kind of surprising how little stuff you actually need to do your day-to-day things, especially with this sport, because you're eating the same stuff all the time. You're not really doing a whole lot, so you can actually pack up most of your belongings into boxes, and your day-to-day life is not affected in any way. Oh, a little spoiler alert, this set goes horribly, which was kind of my first indication that I needed to do a deload this week. But yeah, I've been packing up all my shit. I'm shocked at how much ammunition I've managed to collect. I know some people probably have way more, but I have like 3,000 or 4,000 rounds that I've just kind of bought over an extended period of time. And it's kind of a pain to move with because it's all really heavy. I'm also on the third floor. My apartment's on the third floor, and I keep on getting this stuff delivered. And some poor UPS guy has to like haul that shit up to the third floor for me. I always feel bad, a little bit, when that gets dropped off. One of them got dropped off at the wrong apartment, and they turned it into the leasing office. And I guess they saw the address on there. They were like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna bring this to this dude's apartment on the third floor," which is understandable. But yeah, we're kind of slowly trying to get rid of our furniture. Look at me down there, thinking about my life decisions. Yeah, trying to get rid of our furniture and pack stuff up. It's the apartment is kind of slowly turning into a bachelor pad, from emptying out things. It's interesting. We sold a couple of things already, and not a single person who has bought our furniture has spoke any English. I had to like pull out and dust off some high school Spanish, which is very rusty, and try to communicate with these people. I guess it just kind of shows that there's a lot of new residents here in Texas in the last few years, if you know what I mean. Um, but yeah, we're getting rid of stuff. Not gonna move with all the furniture either, so we're trying to sell it off because it's just not even worth bringing with. It costs more to move it than to get new shit when we get up to the Northwest. But as this prep rolls on, and I know that the move is right afterwards, I'm getting more and more excited for it. Like I'm really looking forward to getting on the road and like it's weird. I usually hate driving, but Megan and I are going to be driving together in the same car this time, and it's going to be a bit more of a fun team road trip. We'll be taking turns driving, and I'm actually looking forward to it. We're going to go up through Colorado, and then wherever the fuck is west of Colorado. Hold on, is it like Wyoming? Let me look this up real quick. Mm, okay, yeah, we're going through the bottom edge of Wyoming, top corner of Utah, bottom of Idaho, and then over to Portland from there. 3 days, about 12 hours a day, give or take. Um, we should be there by August 18th or 19th, depending on exactly which day we leave. I think what I'm most looking forward to, besides the change of scenery, is actually feeling like I have a home again. Because for the last couple of years, the various places I've constantly been moving to and living, just kind of hopping around the country, really, I haven't really ever settled in well in any one place for a while. And the kind of stuff that I like to do, it kind of takes a little bit of stability. Like I like working on projects in the garage and shit like that, and you can't really do that if you got to move coming up on the horizon, which I basically always have for extended periods of time in everywhere I've lived. So I have, I don't know if I've mentioned this on here, but I have a harebrained idea that I want to try and pursue when I get up to Oregon. We're going to get a place with a garage, and I want to try and do a LS swap on a BMW wagon. So basically tear out the unreliable old shitty, not shitty, but just unreliable inline six in like an E46 or E39 wagon. I like the E39 wagons because I drove one in high school. I crashed a little bit, but that was the last time I drove drunk. Anyways, I really like that car. I think it looked great. I think it drove great. And I think it would probably fit me a little bit better physically than E46, because E46s are very small vehicles. Like, once upon a time, the 3 Series was actually a small car. I know that nowadays they're pretty big and heavy. But, yeah, that's something I want to do. And I know that a project like that, you tell yourself it'll be done in like 3 or 4 months. And it turns into like 9 months or a year. And, it runs over budget. And you end up needing to buy more shit than you do. I think it would make for really good YouTube videos, and it would also just be really fun to do. I've wanted to do a project like that for a long time. I just haven't really had the space or the time to do it. So it's stuff like that, and like hanging out with my friends up there, and going hunting. I've never done that before. Which is kind of tough to do down here in Texas with all the private land to go hunting. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The closer and closer we get to it, I just kind of want to get these these shows and this prep over with, because I know once that's done, it's on to the next chapter, and the next chapter is going to be better. I have to believe that. I think it will be. So that's the end of the video. This was a shitty leg day, but a really good gym. So sorry for the wait. I will not go a week without uploading anything again. I'm going to get some sushi pretty soon here, and have a good one, guys.